Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. It is so good to see you. So today we are asking strangers what their favorite books are, and I've been actually filming this video for such a long time now, it feels like. So let's go back a couple weeks ago when I tested my social skills and asked strangers what their favorite books were. Come on, let's go. Hi, how are you? Hi. Do you guys have a favorite book that you would like to recommend? Hi, here you go. Hi, I'm Rosie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Okay, so what book do you have for me?
From Blood and Ashes by Jennifer Armentrout. It's about vampires and it's 600 pages, but it's so good. I love it. I love it so much.
Just a short book about vampires.
That book made me want to read, I think I read 75 books after that, but I love reading, and thanks to that book, I got back to it. So you should definitely try it.
I definitely need to try it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Likewise. Bye. Okay, so the sun is setting, the birds are chirping, and I'm here to give you an update on Blood and Ash. I am currently on page 327. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So far, okay, hold on, let me give you a little summary. So in this book, we are following Penelope, who is the maiden of this kingdom that has, we don't really know what the purpose is. I don't know what the purpose of the maiden is so far. I don't know if I missed it. I am still very confused about what her role as the maiden is. I just know that she is meant to be unseen by everyone. She can't have any kind of communication with anyone outside of her servants. But even then, she's not allowed to have any personal relationships with them. She can't have any kind of social life. So she's just meant to live in isolation. All of that changes though when she meets Hawk, who is her personal bodyguard or security, royal, I don't know, her bodyguard. If she was questioning her role as a maiden before, she's doing it now even more because she likes this guy and she wants to explore all these feelings that she has. Also, behind the scenes, when nobody's watching, she has a second job. A hobby of helping people in need, because she is able to feel people's feelings, and she can also manipulate people's feelings, like Jasper in Twilight. She can do that. So she helps poor people pass away peacefully. So that's what she does in her free time. This book really is a lot of politics, which I still don't quite understand a lot of. I don't know if it's me that is just not understanding this book, but then I feel like, why would I not understand it? Because it's not that complicated, but I feel like a lot of things haven't been explained that well. We know that there was a prince who was dethroned, so now there's this resistance who keeps they keep trying to start a war, and they keep shouting, from blood and ash we will rise. We still don't know their true motivations. We don't know if they're trying to dethrone the current king and queen, the imposters, or we don't really know what their role is. All we know is that they're trying to find Poppy now to kill her, but I don't know why they're trying to kill her. I just have a lot of questions. The story is really good, but I have questions. The love interest, Hawk, I really do enjoy him. He is very funny. He's very witty. But ever since he came into the picture, for some reason, I've had this gut feeling that he's not saying the whole truth. I feel like he's been hiding something, and I think I know what it is. I feel like now at page 327 I kind of figure out what might be going on with him, but he's a little shady. Something's off about this whole book and how everything was set up for us. I guess Jennifer Armentrout wrote it this way so you can't trust anyone or anything. Everything is just so sketchy. So I think that is part of the book, how it was meant to be written, but I'm finding it hard to get into it because of it. But I'm almost done. Maybe at the end of the book all my questions will be answered, maybe not. Okay, Okay guys, so it is past midnight and I just finished From Blood and Ash. I didn't know if I was gonna like it when I first started reading it, but for some reason it did turn around kind of towards the end, but like towards the very end when all the plot twists were happening and stuff. I did enjoy the plot twist. I enjoyed the drama that came along with the plot twist, and like the new information that we received was kind of cool. But it's just still so crazy that we had no hints of that whatsoever throughout the beginning of the book. We did talk about cravens, or what was it, cravens. We talked about cravens, but I think the description of it wasn't clear enough that I didn't know what they were talking about. Like whenever they mentioned them in the book, I was like, what's a fucking craven? So did I expect this book to have those type of characters? I'm sorry if I'm being so vague. I just don't want to spoil anything for you guys. No, I did not expect this book to go the way it did. I found that the story was a little lacking at some parts, like the world building. I feel like there wasn't enough of it. Also, our MMC was not my favorite. Was he the worst book boyfriend I've ever read of? No, but he was just not the best either. He was just too much. There were parts where they were talking about sensitive subjects and he was just being like, oh, look at me, I'm being very witty. And it wasn't, I don't know, it just gave me the ick a little bit. I was just like, okay, can you just please be quiet and take it seriously for a second? Also, our FMC again, she was very badass, which I liked, but there were parts where she was just very, but I'm the maiden. So it got a little repetitive with her character. It was just an okay book in my opinion, but I will give it some praise because I had no idea this book was gonna go the way it went, which was, like I mentioned, a nice surprise. It's past midnight, like I said. I'm gonna go wash my face, put my PJs on, and head to bed. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Fine.
Sure, why not?
Okay, I really like The Wedding People by Alison Edpock, and it's sort of a romance, but it's mostly about like the friendship that's formed between these two girls. One of them just recently got broken up. The other one is like during her like wedding week, and they kind of form this like very like unlikely friendship when like the girl who just got broken up with gets. She doesn't even just get broken up with, but she's dealing with heartbreak. Yeah. And so she kind of crashes the wedding week and she meets all these wedding people, and it kind of like gives her another, I don't know, she just kind of like gets excited about life again. Yeah. It's really cool.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for being on camera.
Good morning, guys. So I feel refreshed, I feel awake, I feel ready to tackle The Wedding People by Alison Edpock. This book, I had to pick it up because as you can see, the person that recommended this was so excited and she was so passionate about it. So there was just no way that I wasn't gonna pick it up. Let's get to reading. Oh, also cute. It matches my sweater. Okay, let's go. Let's go read. Let's go. Come with me. Let's go get some sun. Let's go. And I lied. I in fact did not go get some sun because I sat down to read this and I couldn't put it down. I went to bed still reading this, and I did not go to sleep till like 5 in the morning. It was just that type of book. I don't know why I was so locked in. This is not a book that has a lot of action. This is mostly dialogue. So in this book we have Phoebe, who is dealing with a lot in her personal life. Her husband just asked for a divorce. Her cat just died. So she decides to go to this hotel, rent a room for the night, and kill herself. When she arrives at the hotel though, she gets in the elevator with a bride. There is a big wedding happening that same weekend that Phoebe's gonna be there, and it slips. She tells the bride, well, you know, I'm not here for your wedding, actually I'm here to kill myself. And the bride and her just start this very unlikely friendship. The book is very touching. It just talks a lot about what it means to be a human and how everyone is just trying their best, and how you can just sit and judge someone, but then if you try to look at it from their point of view, you can see why they did what they did and how they're struggling as well. So it was just a very beautiful book. I'm giving this book 5 stars. I just couldn't put it down. It was so funny. It had me cracking up in so many parts, and it was like a movie. This book was so clear. everything was very clear. The intentions that the writer was trying to put out there were clear. The scenery was clear. The characters had such strong personalities that you could distinguish every single one of them. There was no one point that I didn't know which character was speaking, and it was just very vivid. Everything was so clear in my head. The whole time I was reading this, it was just like watching a movie. I couldn't stop, and I didn't want to stop. This book does have some dark themes, so I suggest maybe looking up some trigger warnings before going into this. I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea besides what the young girl that recommended this book said, but besides that, I didn't know what heavy topics were going to be in this book. So it was just, it caught me by surprise a little bit, but it was good. It was very, very good. And I really, really enjoyed it.
Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice. I've never read it. I own it. I need to get to it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This is how you ride a grumpy MMC. I love Mr. Darcy. He is such a savage. He doesn't care what anyone thinks. He just speaks his mind, and he's just, I just love him. I think he's so freaking hilarious. I love Elizabeth as well. She is so witty. I'm just loving this book overall. I love it. I just need to give a shout out to the person that yelled Pride and Prejudice because if it wasn't for you, I don't know when I would have picked this book up. Really, really enjoyed this book. I just didn't know what to expect. Like I mentioned, I haven't even seen the movie, so I honestly didn't know what to expect of this book, but I loved it. It was so funny. There was so much like family drama, and this book is mostly all dialogue. It's just people talking to each other throughout the whole book, and it really, really reminded me of myself and my family. We are mostly all women, so whenever we sit down and gossip, we gossip for like hours on end. So it just like the relationship between all the sisters and the mom and just all the families, it kind of reminded me of myself and my family. I also really, really love Mr. Bennet. I wish everyone out there could have a dad like Mr. Bennet. He just seems so sweet, so supportive of his daughters. I really, really liked his character. One of the characters that I couldn't stand was Caroline. While she was talking to Elizabeth, I was just thinking in my head of all the things that I would have said to her. But I was just like, oh my god, shut up, lady, just shut up. Regardless, I really enjoyed this book. I loved Elizabeth. I love Mr. Darcy. I love Jane as well. She was such a sweetheart. Mr. Bingley, oh, he sounds like such a sweetheart as well. I want to read a book about just him and Jane because they sound so like just so cute together. Also, when Mr. Darcy made his confession, I just couldn't. It's like, Elizabeth, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I get it. Like, I get it. Trust me. Like, I get it. I get why you said what you said, Elizabeth. But dude, Mr. Darcy had me like from the beginning, like ever since they were at the ball and he was saying no to everyone. He was not wanting to dance with anyone, and he was just like being so snarky. And when he was like saying that no one was pretty enough, I was just like, dude, this guy is just chef's kiss. I loved him since then. So I did not see the confession coming at all from his part, but when it happened, I was reeled in even more. I was just like, yep, he is one of my favorite book boyfriends in all books. He is grumpy, but he's still sweet, and he does things for the family without telling them, and he cares for her, and he's honest, he's upfront. He was like, hey, these are my feelings, and it's just yes, I loved him. I loved it. Loved it. But yeah, it was really good. I think they should turn this into a movie. Alright guys, so that was the video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If not, maybe then one day you will say, sure, I'll subscribe. If you would like to see a part 2, please let me know down in the comments. I would be so happy to do that for you guys. This video was actually really fun to make, and it was really fun to talk to strangers and see what kinds of books they were into, and I ended up loving every single book that was recommended to me. So if you want to see another video like this one, let me know down in the comments, and I will grab my poster again and go downstairs. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.